Welcome back to the Rusty Mill. I'm Jeff. Today, if you watch the previous videos, you'll see that we chipped a bunch of teeth sawing through some logs with rocks in them. So today we're going to go through and replace the teeth, also called bits. Here, I'll show you up close. There's the... Sorry, the sun's kind of shining right in my eyes. There's a broken bit. There's a good one there. That's the carbide piece. There's the piece of it that's broken off right there. So this is a brand new one. There's a bunch of them on the saw that are like that. That's from hitting rocks and stuff. So we're gonna go through and replace them, and then how they stay in the saw is kind of like a, it's called a shank, but it works kind of like a cam. You put the tooth on it like that, or the bit, and you put it in there and you use the speed wrench and it kind of locks down in and turns in like that and just holds it with pressure. So I'll go through. Oh no, dropped it. Oh, yeah, I don't want to lose any of them. Those are hard to come by. Well, not hard to come by, they're just expensive and I don't have any extras. But I'm gonna go through, and each one as I do it, I give it a little dab of oil. And it's just kind of a long, slow process. But stay tuned, we'll get all the bits swapped out to fresh new ones, and maybe we'll toss a log on and see what we can do. So basically, I just take a little penetrating oil, kind of wipe it around the surface, try to clean the grit and stuff out of there. I give this a little quick dab. At some point I might want to go through these with like a wire brush or something. But today just get a little oil, and then I'll get some brand new bits. Actually, I'll show you these guys too. We're switching the style now. Where are we here? So that's the carbide bit that we were running before. That's like a welded in piece of carbide, I guess, tungsten, I don't know, whatever. But that you sharpen with a diamond grinder, work its way down, and it's the same width the whole way down. And I switched because I'm cheap, and actually was off a recommendation from a fella on the forestry forum, go by Moonda Creek, something like that. But he said that with that style shank, I shouldn't be running a stand-all bit, which is that, where it's the same width the whole way down. I should run just a standard bit, which is what I bought here. It's a regular steel one, and it tapers. So as I start grinding it down, as I start wearing it, and I have to like sharpen them with the grinder, I'm gonna have to hit it with a swedge or a swage, whatever it's called, and fatten it back out again. So it's gonna take a little more work to keep it going, but they're a little cheaper. They say it should give me a little more power. We'll see. Well, a little cheaper. They're like a third of the price. So again, this is just kind of like a cam lock system. Something like that. So you get it kind of started like that. So that's where the bit kind of locks into that little notch on the shank. And then I put the speed wrench in there. Something like that. And just kind of bump her back into place. That didn't really seem like it went down all the way. Let's try that again. That's better. So I'm gonna have to go through, I think there's 52 or 54 or something, which is great because they come in boxes of 100. So I need, box doesn't quite get me 2 changes. So I'm going to go through every single bit and we'll pull them out. And some of the better, I mean, there's going to be a couple good ones that are worth saving. I'll probably save those. And then swap them all out. We'll probably toss a log on and see how they cut. Oh, this just takes forever. You know, it's like times like these when I just don't think all the people that I deal with on a day-to-day realize just how much work goes into this. Save that one maybe. And not only work, like, let's say I got a lot of friends and they go, oh, I got a beautiful walnut tree in my yard. Why don't you cut up my walnut tree? Well, because I go cutting up your walnut tree, bud, and then we hit that nail that your daddy put in 45 years ago for hanging the bird feeder. Next thing you know, we're spending an hour changing out all 54 bits. Not to mention, you know, whatever, 100 or 200 bucks, $100 for these ones. Spend $100 on bits, go through, waste a bunch of time, change them all out. Just not worth it. If you got the yard tree that your dad used to hang bird feeders off of, like I tell other people, just take them to a band mill. They go hit a nail, pops the band, even the band's ruined. Worst case scenario, 30, 40 bucks for a new band, for the high-end bands. This thing, if we hit like a big spike or something, and I mean, we could grenade the saw blade, that would get exciting. Something catastrophic could happen to the whole saw wheel itself, and now I'm out, you know, whatever, 1,500 bucks on another wheel. Plus we got to buy the full set of bits. It's just not worth it. That's why I like cutting my trees that come way out of the woods and skidded down. But even then, that's where we run into these rocks and stuff, because I got these ones from some Amish loggers. Oh no, actually, now them rocks we hit, those were out of logs I cut. My own bad skidding experience, or skidding work, got all full of rocks, and I decided to saw right through a big chunk of ice. Well, hey, there's a bunch of rocks in that ice, and it cut through it just like granite. You go back a couple videos, you'll be able to see I did some close-ups. Maybe I'll try to dig the clips up and put them in here. Looks like the edge of like a countertop, basically. Looks nice. But that's how we're ending up with these busted up bits. They got a little bit of sawdust built up behind them. There's a couple of these where it was damaged so bad that it actually wore back the very tip of the shoulder there. It's a little concerning. And we'll see what happens. I do have a larger saw I could hang on here too, but I just don't know if my collars are big enough for a bigger saw. This one's already on here. Seems to work good. I'm hoping I'm happy with these bits. They're like half the price of buying them carbide ones. The only time I've used this style bit before was with the bell saw, and that I cut, you know what, 4 boards with it, 5 boards with it, so I don't really have much. Those are the first 5 boards I've ever cut in my life. So that's not good experience. There's a full busted carbide right there. Gone. That's a chunk of wood where it's supposed to be. Penetrating oil on this thing. The old PB blaster. The good stuff. I like it because you can get it in the gallon jug. It comes with its own little squirt bottle. Gotta get all them aerosols and all that jazz. And it really just chaps my butt that they only put 100 bits in there. Like, what saw? Well, I mean, maybe a bell saw uses 50 bits. That's about it. They should do 120 bits in a box. That way you can get 2 changes out of a box and have some extras. Boy, wouldn't that be novel. But I guess when there's only one company making bits still, they can kind of do what they want to do, and we're stuck going to them. hard on the old back too. Toss that one in the bucket. Who knows, down the road, if we ever run carbides again and we chip one, we might need a... I've done that before. When I hit a little nail, you could go through and see the ones that were busted off on the corners. And I just went through and replaced them with some used ones that just about matched. And that, I mean, it got me through some sawing. I mean, not a ton of sawing. It got me through something. Gotta get the hydraulics back up in action too again now that the springs hit. Got a lot of projects going. Just bought a new house. That's kind of taking up a lot of the free time and extra money. It's nicer though, because the old house, it was about 2 hours from the sawmill. The new one's like right there. Not 2 hours. Really gonna help. I mean, I'll be able to spend more time here, get a little more content made, to get some more sawing done. This summer we're gonna try selling something. I mean, this is just a hobby. This isn't a business. But this summer, if we could sell a couple slabs, that'd be cool. Maybe some firewood. I do got quite the mountain of firewood rounds to cut or split. We'll see how it goes. For now, we're just, I mean, the new house, we're doing some little light remodeling too. So today I'm going to try buzzing up a couple, just some like 1x4s maybe. To make some closet trim boards, nothing fancy. Just gonna slice them up, give them a quick air dry in the house, and you know, give them a week or two sitting in the living room in front of the wood burner. And we'll shoot them in the closet and call it done. I think this summer I'm going to try just selling a bunch of slabs. I'm just going to cut a pile of live edge slabs and get them all over the internets and auctions and whatever. Just try seeing if people want to buy some nice live edge, you know, some 2-inch ones, maybe some mantles, some 1-inch stuff, some like hobby size boards. Oh, the light is at the end of the tunnel. What have we got left? 2, 4 more. Yeah, I'm gonna replace these 4, and I gotta go back up to the new house because the electric's been off since yesterday afternoon, something like that. Almost a full day now. They just started moving the tree out of the way this morning. So I'm gonna go back up there, turn the generator back on, get the refrigerator running, make sure that's staying cool. I ran the generator all night last night, didn't even think about it. I blew through about, I'd guess probably 50 gallons of propane. Yeah, $2.50 a gallon. That's great. It's great. So it's been off all morning. So I'm down here where there's no electric, don't have to worry about it. But seeing the wood stove's keeping the house right now at a nice like 110-degree sauna in there, I better make sure I keep the refrigerator running every, 3-4 hours. I'll go up, turn the electric back on. I mean, I got a standby generator, so I'll turn that back on, let it run, probably half hour, 45 minutes, and then we'll come back to the sauna. And actually now I think I might start with the new place being right there. When I'm working on tractors or something, like some of these old ones I got laying around here, I think I might take them up to the new place, stick them in the driveway and work on them, maybe this summer or something. I'll work on them on maybe YouTube Live and Twitch or something like that. Obviously I'll shoot video too, but I think I might do it live, that way people can pop in and chit chat about this, that, or the other thing. Yeah, I can tell the electric's still off too, because I can just hear the humming of generators all through the valley. I know a bunch of neighbors got the standbys going. Stop down at my dad's, he's got his running. Last one. That's the set. Alright, let me get this stuff cleaned up, and like I said, I'm gonna go run the electric for a minute, and we'll get the saw fired up, and we'll at least slice a couple boards up, see what we can make.